Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. This is your girl, and yes, I am back again with the back again. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Last week I was definitely MIA, like on social media. I didn't release an episode. I was under the weather, but I'm back. I'm not 100%, but I'm back, and that's all that matters. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope that everyone's energy is just through the roof and is positive and everything is going well with each and every one of you, your families. I know recently it was a hurricane out in Puerto Rico, out around those areas, Florida, South Carolina, anywhere where you guys were affected by either loss of power, shortage of water, Jackson, Mississippi. I just want to say my prayers are with you all, your families. I hope things do get better if they haven't already. And yeah, so I have some new listeners, and I just want to say thank you for making the right decision to tuning in to Unapologetic Podcast. Make sure you guys go follow, engage on Instagram, Unapologetic X Podcast. I now have a number for you guys to call, which is 646-580-2512. You can weigh in on the topic. You can leave a voicemail to ask any question that you may have for me, any advice questions, anything. The number is for you guys, so make sure you guys call 646-580-2512. And that's what I have for you guys. Make sure you go download the podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Rate, comment, review, give it a thumbs up on YouTube, subscribe to YouTube as well. And we're just about to get this show started. So imagine someone lying on you and then issuing an apology. Up next in the Juicy Report. Looking on juicy, juicy, juicy. Oh, the vibe is on groovy, groovy, groovy. Yeah, I bet you wanna pop rock. I know you wanna pop rock. So yeah, as you all may know, your girl Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears were both accused of molestation. The charges, the charges and everything was dismissed for whatever reason. Either it wasn't enough evidence or the victims recanted, or they were found out that it wasn't true to begin with. What I can say for someone who is a victim of sexual assault, I know a lot of people say, well, if it happened, why did it take so long? Why didn't they do something, sooner? So definitely I understand a victim's state of mind when it comes down to confronting or finding a way to hold your abuser accountable for the things that he or she has done. So I do understand that part of it. I'm definitely not gonna bash, but I also know what it feels like to be accused of something that I didn't do, whether it was accused of stealing, whether it was accused of lying, anything, cheating. When you know deep down inside that you didn't do anything and you're constantly being accused of it, it can fuck with your mental, right? I know Tiffany Haddish did speak out and she was just like, yo, I lost everything. Like, everything is gone. She lost her deals, everything. She lost it all because of because of the accusations. And I would want to believe that the case was dismissed due to it not being true, and for whatever reason the victims were looking for attention. It seems like Jane Doe was the main spokesperson throughout it all. She did issue a statement to, the public in regards to the case, in regards to the situation, the circumstances that took place. So yeah, her name is Jane Doe for obvious reasons. But she did issue a statement. She did state, she said, my family and I have known Tiffany Haddish for many years, and we now know that she would never do anything to harm us or help anyone else to do anything that could harm us. We wish Tiffany Haddish the best, and we're glad that we can all put this behind us. And sounds like an apology, right? Without saying I apologize or we apologize. My thing is, this is where I go back to, if you know she would never harm you guys, why put it out there as if she did, right? But then we have to look at it like, damn, what if she was coerced to saying this, right? So that part we just don't know. Now, from Tiffany Haddish, I feel for her because it's like, forget about the deals, forget about the money, forget about everything else. Your image and how you are viewed out in the world to other people matters, right? In a way, because like you're a public figure. And imagine, and people can easily say, oh, fuck what they gotta say, fuck what they gotta say. But this is not just someone accusing you of something little. This is like a big allegation. Like, this is something serious. So I would care what people thought of me. And although the case was dismissed, the charges and everything were dropped, closed, done deal, you still have people who wonder, well, did she really do it because they did not have enough evidence? Or did the little girl, the Jane Doe and John Doe, did they get spooked? Or was it not true? But people draw up these conclusions and run with it and say, oh, it had to be this, because once again, the lie is more entertaining than the truth, and people are going to believe a lie before they believe the truth no matter what it is, okay? No matter who it is, what it is, when it is. And just imagine, like, her state of mind. Imagine having it all one day and then waking up in the media and your name is headline for sexual molestation. That has to fuck with you. Like, it has to. And in the back of your mind, you know it's not true. But damn, who is saying this about me? And then to know that it came from a family friend. Someone's child that you're close to because you're close to the parent or the family, right? It's fucked up. It's like, damn, what do? Do you call this friend and say, yo, what's going on? Or do you, well, obviously you call your lawyer, but kind of want to reach out to your friend as well, but that looks kind of suspect at the same time. I would want to know like what the parent, whoever these are children of, I would love to know like what they have to say about all this and their Jane and John Doe, because that's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. Um, you have cases where, okay, even for Ti and Tiny, just not long ago, they had they had some serious. They were accused of putting something in a woman's drink, and she woke up and then she was with Ti and unconsensual sex, right? We have to look at the media and we have to hold what type of music we're listening to, because I don't know what year this song came out, but there was a verse on the song that stated, I put Molly all in her champagne. She ain't know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that. She ain't know it, right? And you hear lyrics like that, and you have men and women singing the song. I know for me, anytime I heard the song, it's a catchy song, right? Whenever it got to that part, I was like, yeah, no. Because at the end of the day, when you are on a form of any type of drug where you can potentially do things that are not in your character, yeah, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be confused and you're gonna be like, what the fuck happened to me, right? Okay. And the effects of Molly is irritability, impulsiveness and aggression, depression, sleep problems, anxiety, memory and attention problems, decreased appetite, and decreased interest in pleasure, right? What we have to take into accountability of, it doesn't matter if it was Ti, it doesn't matter if it was Future, it doesn't matter if it was, I don't know, anybody, whether they're famous or they're not. When you have lyrics out there and that can kind of make it okay in a way to like slip something in someone's drink and take advantage of their impulsive behavior, because they may be like, oh my God, I'm feeling things. And oh my God, Ti or whoever is hitting on me or they're interested in me, and it's Ti. It's not like you had way too many drinks and you're drunk, like you were literally slipped a drug, if that was true for anybody. But of course, those charges were dismissed. They were never held accountable. Just because the victim, I didn't. And here's the thing: it was out of the statute of limitation for that crime. I did not know that there was a statute of limitations on a sexual assault crime. I didn't know that. Which kind of puts the pressure on victims to come forward much sooner. Once again, people, well, why she ain't come forward sooner? Why she didn't do this? Why she didn't do that? And it's like, You gotta it takes a while for people to come forward about something that they feel ashamed of. Once again, being slipped a drug and the facts of the drug, memory loss, attention problems, like to sit there and have to remember, like, okay, I remember I was out at the club, but damn, did I say yes? Did I say no? How did I get to point A to point B? And imagine waking up being confused, but you're still on that high, so you're going with it, but in your regular state of mind, you would have been able to give consent, like knowing that you gave consent and not being confused about giving consent. No, for me, it didn't take me long. Actually, it did. It took me about, I think, oh, whoa. I'm, see, I know how old I was, so I want to say it probably took me, if not a couple of months, definitely up to like probably a year. Um, no. Yeah, about a year. Um, and then I remember when I was in high school, I had wrote a paper. Maybe I was like 15, 16. I had wrote a paper and I had to write an autobiography. And I'm just speaking all the facts about me, where I was born, where I live, and who raised me, and everything like that. And I remember I got to a certain part in my paper where I had to talk about a certain topic. And I remember I let my grandma read it. And I remember her, like, basically, like, I didn't know all of that happened. I'm just like, yeah, like, it did. Um, so, never victim shame someone for things that they may or may not have gone through. There's a possibility that sometimes we can be confused because we were drugged or we were overly intoxicated or it was just that bad of an experience where you're in fear and you're mixing the truth with, like, there's a little bit of truth and it's a little bit of you really don't know what happened. You're trying to kind of puzzle the pieces together, right? Um, and that's just my take on it. With the whole Tiffany Haddish, the lyrics that are out, the drugs that are out, the accountability that people have to take when we kind of, make it okay for a sing along song to drugging someone who didn't know they were drugged and going home and enjoying it because she's drugged up. And some may argue it's just a song, but you have to think about the ones who are like, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that out and see what that's like. You just gotta take an accountability because that can be your sister, your mom, your brother, uncle, cousin, son, daughter, niece, nephew. So you always want to be mindful of the things that you support. You also want to be mindful of the things that, yeah, you condone. Like, you don't want to condone those types of things. Like, I know certain songs that I listen to where it makes me feel a little, like, uncomfortable. Like, certain songs by the baby, I can't listen to. I just can't. Like, it just ain't like, whoa, like, why are you so You're a little too much, sir, but that's just me. Um, so yeah, I just want y'all to weigh in on the topic on Instagram, Unapologetic X Podcast. If you even want to call in to weigh in on what I just discussed, leave a voicemail 646-580-2512. Now, on to a little bit more of something that you guys can all chime in on as well. What are some spots that anywhere, whether it's a library, the bathtub, that relaxes you, that just makes you feel at peace? It makes you feel rejuvenated. Whatever that place is, I just encourage you to spend a little bit of time there. I know for me, I'm all about pampering myself, so I had went ahead and got my nails done and got my feet done, got my eyebrows done. I said, you know what? I've been in mommy mode. Like, I don't get my nails done anymore. I don't get my feet done anymore. I barely get my eyebrows done. Let me go ahead and treat myself to a self-care day. Why not? Like, you deserve it. Finals are this week. Well, you know. So I've been studying all week for my finals. I know once this semester is over, I'm definitely looking forward to the next semester because I'm like, hey, like, you did it, and I'm averaging a 97 right now. Psh, you can't tell me shit, boo. But yeah, new music. I'm listening to 20 Minutes by Little Uzi Vert. You gotta go listen to that song. I like songs that just make me feel good. I be like, it's like a little love rap song. I love songs like that. Just make me feel like good. I can't describe the feeling, but it makes me feel amazing. Make y'all some banana pudding on Sunday as well for Sunday dinner, because I've been wanting some banana pudding. I gotta get my sister to make some for me because I don't know how to make it. I know, try, but I tried one time and yeah, we just gonna leave that at that. Shout outs to all my listeners, all my new listeners. Make sure you hit me up on Instagram, Unapologetic X Podcast. Tap in 646-580-2512. And I'm out of here until next time. Later.